everyone, this is Fiddle Courage Raven, and I'm here with my weekly comic book reviews. So, yeah, of course, I'll be doing written reviews of the comics that I read for the Geekery as well. The link to that will be down in the comment section below. But anyway, I ended up reading 8 comics this week. So, the first comic book that I'm going to talk about is Ash and Thorn, issue number 2 by McCourt, Lee, and Bowland. So, full disclaimer, Ahoy Comics provided me with a free copy of this comic book for review. The opinions that I share are my own. Now, as you can see from the cover page, this story, y'all, it has a very interesting premise. Like, we all know about the hero story, about how someone young is always the chosen one and they have to go through the training process and all of that. Well, it turns out that yes, we have a chosen one, but the chosen one is an old woman, and she isn't really interested in going through all of the steps to save the world. So her name is Lottie Ash, and she's from a line of champions. And when one of the Earth's guardians goes to meet her, she's like, "Wait, are you the champion?" And Lottie is like, "Yeah, here I am." Issue number 2 opened with them continuing to train, and yeah, it's a very fun premise. And because Lottie seems to be very uninterested in what's happening, Peruvia, the guardian that's working with Lottie, she is like, I'm going to go and get the other guardians to counsel and come up with a plan to handle you. But when she contacts them, it's clear that basically the guardians left Earth because they think that they can't delay the apocalypse that's coming up. It's a fun issue, and I hope you all consider reading it. Then we have Batman issue number 94 by James Tynion Ford. And yeah, don't go with this cover. This cover was basically, I guess, clickbait or whatnot. Nothing happened between Bruce and Selina. They're still together. And yeah, I think I expected a whole lot more from this comic book, especially because I am a fan of James Tynion, the way he writes. But yeah, I'm disappointed in how everything happened in what happened in issue number 94. I'm kind of also disappointed in Punchline. Like, she was hyped up, but basically she ended up being a Joker groupie, which yeah. Anyway, in the previous issue we found out that Bruce Wayne for some reason hasn't been paying his taxes, and Selina wanted to get all of the money that Bruce Wayne owns into her account so that the Joker wouldn't get to it, but the Joker ended up getting to it, and now Joker owns all of Bruce's money. So yeah, he's out for revenge. He's going to remake Gotham in his own image, and he's also after the Bat family. So basically, Batman needs to regroup. Everyone needs to come together in order to come up with a counter strategy. Then we have DCeased Dead Planet issue number 1, and this is issue 1 of 7. And you all, I enjoyed this issue way too much. It's from writer Tom Taylor. Now, I wasn't a fan of the first DCeased issue, which is basically a prequel to this current story. I wasn't a fan of that. However, I did enjoy reading DCeased Unkillables, and then also Hope at World's End, and I greatly enjoyed reading DCeased Dead Planet. And it's one of those stories where, you know, that story where you think that everything is going to grow worse. Well, yeah, everything does go bad for our superheroes, and I'm not even sure if Tom Taylor is going to provide them with a cure or hope. So let's see what happens. Then we have Dryad, issue number 3, and it's a very interesting story. The world in Dryad seems to be a weird mixture of fantasy and sci-fi. And the family in the picture that you guys are seeing, that's our main family. We have Morgan and her husband Yale and their 2 children. Now, we know that Morgan is a warrior. However, in issue 3, Yale clearly surprised me. He's basically a magician or a conductor, and the way he used his magic in an action sequence was very cool. Like, I knew that he was going to lose, but it was still very interesting to see him put up a fight. So basically, these two have a past, and that past ends up catching up with them, and now their kids are involved. So it will be interesting to see how the story continues. The next comic book is Join the Future, issue number 3 by Zach Kaplan, and it's your weird mix of sci-fi and western, and This issue dealt with Clementine being trained by a person named Dreyer, who you can see in the cover. And yeah, Clementine is still a kid, so she needs to realize that in order to get the revenge that she wants, she needs to make some compromises. And yeah, she needs to change her way of thinking. She can't go blindly in killing everyone. She has to think of a proper strategy. So the way this issue ended, I'm really interested in seeing where her journey will lead her, because we know that she is going to be, yeah, she's going to enter the city sooner or later. Up next, we have Money Shot issue number 6, and I am a fan of this indie series. It's Yeah, the premise is just it's a group of scientists who can't gain any funding because of the way that the government is handling science. So they basically start an adult entertainment channel where they hook up with different alien races, and they try to earn money from their subscribers in order to fund their research. And I don't want to give anything away, but this issue dealt with the consequences of human beings hooking up with different alien species. Something is Killing the Children is an amazing story by James Tynion IV, and while I do have some issues with how he is handling the current Batman story, Something is Killing the Children is amazing. I can't get enough of it. I really hope that this gets picked up by a streaming service like Netflix, like give it a live adaptation or something. Like, it's amazing. Now, issue number 8 dealt with Erica and Aaron going to get Bia in order to use her as bait to kill the baby monsters, but then Tom comes in and he refuses to give Bian to Aaron, and yeah, the baby monsters are going to kill someone soon enough and they're going to grow stronger, and this small town has a whole lot of trouble to deal with. We have X-Force issue number 10 by Benjamin Percy, and I am enjoying the story that Benjamin Percy is telling. Basically, this issue dealt with how Beast killed an entire nation and in order to save Krakoa, and I think he isn't even feeling remorseful about it, and yeah, that's just bad. Beast's mind is messed up. He needs counseling. Also, seeing an angry Jean Grey was a delight, and of course, Jean Grey decided to leave the team, and I'm like, a character like Jean, when she first decided to join this team, I was like, Jean, why are you even here? I don't think of Jean Grey as a character who is a fit with X-Force, so seeing her leave made sense to me. Anyway, with how things ended, I am looking forward to seeing where Benjamin will take this team next. So these were the comic books that I read this week. Yeah, there were 8 comic books, and yeah, I will be doing a written review of these for the Geekiary. The link to that will be down in the comment section below. Let me know if you picked up the comic books that I shared with you in this video, or if there are any comic books that you want me to check out. Let me know, and until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you guys later.